Hello and welcome to the first episode of 4 Minutes History, Art and Culture in Vienna with your virtual city guide Achim Ferrandina. So the first episode is about the ancient Romans in Vienna. For this reason I start here, where you can see some remains of the Roman settlement called Castrum, which was around of the Roman fort of Vindobona. These are remains from the 2nd to the 4th century after Jesus Christ. Now we leave this point and we go where we had the main entrance, the southern entrance into the Roman fort of Vindobona, where about 6,000 Roman soldiers were living and working to defend the Roman Empire from the barbarians. You have maybe already heard this name, Vindobona. Maybe, I'm pretty sure you have seen that movie Gladiator with Russell Crowe. This movie starts with the death of Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius was the so-called philosopher's emperor. He lived in the 2nd century, and we were thinking in the past that he died in Vienna. Now we are thinking that he died in today's Serbia. So, and in the same movie, you will hear the name of Vindobona. And Vindobona was the name of the Roman fort where the Romans were living from the 1st to the 5th century after Jesus Christ. So this street, now we are going where this entrance was. You'll see here a few very well-known names. This is the most expensive street we have in Vienna. So when you will be here, and I hope you will be one day here, then you will have here the chance to spend a bit of money when you have or when you want to do it. But this is not the topic. The topic is the Romans. So I've told you they came here in the 1st century. They stood up to the 5th century. We had from the 3rd to the 4th century or the 5th century, the so-called barbaric invasions. The barbarians, people living in north of Europe or Eastern, coming some of these from other regions, tried to go into the Roman Empire. And for this reason then the Western Roman Empire crumbled down in 476, but we had still the Eastern Roman Empire, which we had up to the 15th century. So we had up to the 15th century still ancient Romans, because they were calling themselves Romans. And this was in Constantinople, what is nowadays Istanbul. So now we go forward, and I invite you to try to imagine you are a person is living around here or lived around these regions in the time of the Romans, and you want to go into the Roman fort, but it was of course not possible for you. And now you start to see on your right hand side you can read you can read Wagner, and then you see another building, a brownish one with some statues over there, and there exactly between these two things you've seen was the main entrance, the southern entrance into the Roman fort. So we had a southern entrance, and then we had a left-hand entrance, which was called the Porta Sinistra, and we had a right-hand entrance on this side, which was called the Porta Dextra. Not exactly here, of course, because the fort was, of course, behind me. We will not enter it now because we are not Roman soldiers. I'm not a Roman, I'm a barbarian maybe. No, I'm Italian too. So I hope you enjoyed this first episode. We will talk maybe in future about the Romans too. When you liked it, please leave me a thumb up. Feel free to leave me some comments if you want to do it or if you want to ask me some questions. We see us next week for the 2nd episode of 4 Minutes of History, Art and Culture in Vienna. Thank you very, very much for watching, and enjoy your life. Stay healthy. Thank you very, very much.